Hey, what's happening, Roland? Well, today's Friday. It's actually the 1st of August, and I know that's a big deal because my brother's birthday is tomorrow. I'll have to give him a call. Hey, we're in the top of my offshore boat. This is not an offshore boat. This is a flats boat that I've rebuilt. This is a 1968 uh, Aquasport that I put a new transom in it. I put new stringers in the floor. I put new flooring in. I put the new seadek in. I built this whole big tower, and now we have a 150 motor on it with this great big jack plate. I got power poles. I got electronics. I got a trolling motor, and Rich is up here trying to work with the steering. We're putting in fluid with the steering system. We've put in new seals for the system. We put in new fluid. How's it going now, Rich? What do you think?
We're getting there. Got to get the rest of the air out of the top. We got it on the bottom, but not the top.
Now, Rich is also a motorcycle mechanic. He does excellent work. He worked for Suzuki. You worked for Suzuki and
Taught factory Suzuki training, Yamaha training.
You went to Motorcycle Institute.
I was an instructor at Motorcycle Mechanics Institute.
Yeah. So anyway, Rich does all my real hard mechanic work, and one of the things we're doing now is getting the steering all set up. And this boat I'm going to probably put it on the market, but it's a funny thing. I tell everybody, years ago I found this boat. It was an old Aquasport, and I completely tore it apart. So what I did was I got a homemade category because the hull doesn't even look like an Aquasport. It has nothing to do with the old Aquasport line. Everything's different, so it's now classified as a homemade boat. And so back in 1980, I got the thing finally classified as, and then I finally got it fixed up in the 90s, and now it's 100% boat. I've had it on in service, and I've had it in a working condition for the last 15 years. I haven't used it a whole lot because I got a conflict of interest with the Mako line, but just for playing around, it's really a really cool boat because it's a flat bottom boat. It has no chine to it. It's just completely flat on the back. It's like I say, a really, really neat foot, and it has a walk-around deck. I've put all this decking in. I put the new gas tanks in. In fact, I just put a new gas tank in right here. I'll just show you what I did. It's kind of dirty right now, but I put this gas tank in this compartment. It's got the airflow valve. It's got a sender unit to tell me the fuel gauge is working. It's got everything you need, and the fill lines here. I had to go through and take a bunch of the flooring loose and get the lines run all the way back to the engine. But anyway, it's been a lot of hard work. Now, previously this week, I was down in the Keys with my son Scott, and Rich, you've never been to the Keys, have you?
No.
I've taken you with the headwaters and out of Okeechobee.
But never been to the Keys yet.
Never been to the Keys yet.
13 years this month I've lived here and still haven't been to the Keys.
Well, my son Scott has a couple boats. He had all sorts of family members down there. They all went lobstering, and I think they got about 100 lobster between everybody, a legal limit, but everybody got a 2-day limit, and he had about 20 people down. I don't know how many people. A whole lot of people. But anyway, they then also before that, I was down, and actually we did some night tarpon fishing. It was really, really cool. I went out with at the Snake Creek light, and we took pilchards that we'd caught with his 42-foot Freeman. That's a big $1 million boat. It's really a classical boat. He has it chartered for commercially, and he charges it about 150 days a year. But anyway, we took it out, and we went out on the in front of Bud and Mary's, and we got plenty of bait in the daytime with sabiki rigs, and we filmed that. And then we came back at night. We switched boats, and actually went to a smaller little bay boat and got underneath the lights at the Snake Creek place. And anyway, we caught a bunch of tarpon, and we made a whole film on catching tarpon. So that was a lot of fun. Using just spinning tackle and 20-pound test line, we broke off a couple and jumped a whole bunch more, and they got off. But we really had a good time filming, and it was really great. The night before, we'd gone out with snapper fished, and this is kind of the full moon of July. And what happens with the snapper is that they come into the reef in about the 40 to 60-foot level, and they come in from the deeper water, and they spawn on the deeper drop off out there at the edge of the reef. And it's about 3 or 4 miles out. You get around Alligator Light, and some of those areas out there, and the water drops from about 30, 35 feet to 150 feet. But anyway, that's where the snapper bite is. What do you think, Rich? What does it look like?
We're close. We got an air bubble that I haven't been able to get to come out yet.
But the steering's working, right?
Steering works.
Okay.
The bottom one's good.
Okay.
All the air is out of the bleed tubes.
Okay.
But now I just got to get the air out from the top.
Okay. Okay. You notice that thunder and lightning in the background? That's one of the reasons why we're not fishing today, is some bad weather out on Lake Okeechobee. But I'll be out on Lake Okeechobee in the next couple of days, and that's a big deal. Now, I think the pan fishing's kind of over with. I did some real interesting fishing about a month ago with the bluegill and with the Mayan cichlids. So what I am going to do next week, I'm going to go down to the Everglades and launch down Holiday Park and fish that L67 canal, and that is full of big Mayan cichlids and peacock bass. I'm going to go down there with a bunch of lures from Lucky, Fish Lucky, the Lucky Strike Company, and they make one lure. It's called a scrounger, and I got some of the little 1/8 ounce heads and even 1/4 ounce heads, and I'll put a small tail on it. And I've already tried it down there, and those Oscars and the big cichlids really bite them, and the little peacock bass. Plus, the bonus is a big old largemouth. So we'll be going down there in a couple of days, and we'll kind of finish it up a panfish show that we started on Okeechobee, and we'll finish it down the Everglades.
Roland, whose company is Lucky?
Huh?
Whose company is Lucky?
Well, Fish Lucky is actually the Lucky Strike Company, and Toby Keith, the singer, who died 1.5 years ago, he bought it about 4 years ago, and then he changed the name because there were some problems with the name. So now it's a Fish Lucky.
And didn't they bring all the moldings and everything back to the U.S. to make them?
Pretty much, it's almost all exclusively made in the U.S. now. Most everything's made in the U.S. The goal is to make everything in the U.S. at some point. But I don't know where it is right now. It's not quite there yet, but that's where they're working towards that.
Okay, and it's his daughter that's running it, right?
Well, Crystal, yes, she actually is the president of the corporation.
Okay,
and she's running the thing. There's another guy that does a good job too. But we got a lot of good people at the Fish Lucky Company. But anyway, Jimmy Houston, of course, has his spinnerbait, and then what they have me do, I've kind of redesigned some worms and stuff, and I have a stick worm that's similar to like a Cinco, but it's laced with heavy salt. There's very few worms out there that have this salt impregnation, and they worked out the details to it, and it's really, really good. It's really, really soft and really, really tasty, and the fish really love it. So
cool.
And you fish those Cincos a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've taken Rich down to the Everglades, and I've taken him over to Headwaters. Remember?
We went to the orchards one time.
Oh yeah.
And what we have, over 50 double hookups?
I think so.
Yeah, craziest day I've ever had bass fishing in my life. I don't think we could ever do that one again.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was.
That was a good one. Well, Rich is about to get this thing figured out. We'll get the engine work all done, and I didn't use this boat for the last 5 or 6 years because I had, like I say, a conflict of interest with the people from Mako. But we're getting it all set up now, and it's going to be fun just to play with. But one of the things I do back here in the garage, of course, we have the regular nitro over here, and I'm putting in some new electronics for that. And I got a new nitro coming, is ordered as well. In the back, I have my other boats. I have an airboat back there, and I also have that Grizzly, that 2072 that you see me over there at Headwaters all the time. So I got a whole host of boats, and when I'm not fishing, I'm working on them. And that's what we're doing right now, or making a turkey call. Well, I think we're about done for it. So, okay, folks. Well, listen, I appreciate you hitting that likes button because that's what makes everything kind of gel with our advertisers. And Bass Pro Shop's always really, very happy. And
make sure you try out Fish Lucky.
Yeah, and we'll be fishing lucky too. We'll see you again soon. Hey, and thanks for watching.